Hello everyone, welcome to this bedtime stretch routine to help you wind down before an awesome night's sleep. Today's class is very kindly sponsored by YOGAFLO, who mindfully make these beautiful mats. So I'm on their growth mat today. It is super comfortable, really grippy, so perfect for a practice like this when we're close to the floor and want a little bit of extra padding, but equally grippy enough that you could take it to a hot yoga class as well if you were getting really sweaty. There's a lot of grip there. YOGAFLO mats are also vegan friendly, biodegradable, and for every mat purchased they also plant a tree. I think the quality is genuinely incredible and the price point is perfect. However, today you can get yourself an extra 15% off using code HELEN15 at the checkout. So I'll leave a link to them in the first link below. Thank you so much to YOGAFLO for sponsoring today's video, and let's get into this sleepy session. Okay, so we're going to start today's practice seated. So finding something that's really comfortable for you. So if cross-legged isn't working, sit some other way. And you might want a pillow just for today's practice, maybe just to elevate your hips slightly. And if you want to use a pillow for your head when we come to relaxing at the end. But for now, just take a nice comfortable seat. Take a moment to allow the shoulders to drop. Take a nice big deep breath in. And as you sigh, close down the eyes. Just take a moment to welcome yourself. Taking this moment to arrive on your mat and in your body. And take a scan through the physical body, noticing if you're holding on to any tension or stresses from the day. And with each exhale, just begin to soften into those spaces. Take a moment to notice where the mind maybe wants to travel. And without judgment, allowing the mind to just focus on your natural flow of breath. And then the final check-in is a little more subtle, noticing any underlying mood or energy. And then thanking yourself for taking the time to check in. Wonderful. We're going to start with a gentle neck release here. So taking one hand behind you, you're going to grab for your bicep or your front of your elbow. Just a light grip. Turn this hand up and just allow it to relax. Perfect. And then dropping your ear down towards that side. So in today's class, I invite you to close your eyes at any point, sigh at any point. Every exhale, just allowing the shoulders to become a little more heavy. Wonderful. Gently roll the chin down towards the chest. Release the hand at the back and then take your opposite hand behind. Grab for the bicep and then letting the ear drop down on that side. Relax your hand. Wonderful. Then slowly roll your chin to your chest. Release the hands and lift the head. Let's take a nice big reach overhead. And as you exhale, take a little lean over to one hand side. So with that top hand, just let it drape behind you. You can even slightly lean your head into it if you want. Using inhales just to stretch out a little bit. And the exhales just to lean and relax to the postures. Lovely. Inhale, come through center, and exhale over to the opposite side. Again, just let this top arm drape. Notice where the sensations show up for you and see if you can soften and ease into them. Lovely, good. Inhale, slowly coming all the way back up, and then we're going to find a child's pose from here. So bringing the big toes together. You might take your knees out wide, you might have them more narrow, and then walking the hands forward, somewhere that the forearms can still relax onto the floor, and then relax the forehead onto the earth. You're welcome to take a little rock of the forehead from side to side, massaging across the brow. Relaxing the space in between the eyebrows. Relax the corners of the eyes. Temples. Lovely, good. And then as you inhale, lifting the head, slowly coming to an all fours position. From here, tuck your toes, and then walking the hands back, we're going to roll over the feet into a gentle squat here. So don't worry if your heels are lifted. We're all going to use our hands for support, and just let your head drop down. Feel a nice release in the back of the neck, the upper body. Soften around your glutes, your lower back. Wonderful. From here, lifting the head, bringing the hands behind, and then sitting the bottom down. Bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees butterfly out. Be somewhere that you can be comfortable for the knees. Just going to take a little rocking motion. So as you inhale, leaning forwards, and as you exhale, leaning back. You can exaggerate this as much or as little as you please. You might decide to use your hands just to get a little more leverage, but try and keep it gentle and kind. Wonderful. Next time you come forward, you're just going to allow yourself to drape forward. So turning the palms up, relax the head. You might pop a pillow under your head, or you might just allow it to hang. Smooth, calming breaths into the belly. And maybe a sigh or two out to release a little deeper. Slowly pressing into your hands. Keep the transitions really slow if you can. Nice and mindful. And then gently closing up the knees. Take your feet maybe nearly as wide as your mat, hands behind. And then just take a little swipe of the knees from side to side just to release the hips. Lovely, good. And then we're going to lengthen out the legs. Flex the feet back towards you, sitting tall, take a breath. And then as you exhale, just begin to hinge from the hips, let the head drop down, relax your hands. There's nowhere to go, there's nowhere to force ourselves. Allow your shoulders to soften. And if you do find your mind start to wander, just come back to the sound of your breath. Wonderful, slowly coming all the way back up. We're going to take our hands behind, rest our upper body weight into our hands and just take a little roll out of the ankles. Let that move the hips as well. Wonderful. If it feels good, you can take a little lift of the chest. And then we're going to slowly make our way onto our back. So you might want a pillow for your head, just for extra comfort. And when you arrive, bend the knees so the feet are flat on the floor. Just allow your lower back to be really heavy against the floor for a moment. We're going to massage into the lower back, so lengthening the legs up towards the sky. Keep the knees a little soft. And then from here, just begin to make some circles with your feet. They can be big, they can be small, but you just want to feel that heaviness onto your lower back here. Circle in the opposite direction. Really paying attention to the lower back area. Wonderful. And then bending the knees, bringing them in towards the chest. Let's take the arms out into a cactus shape. Really relax your fingers and your thumbs here. And then allow your knees to fall over to the right hand side. Just let them fall heavy. Allowing the breath to spiral up and down the length of the spine, massaging as it goes. And then slowly bring your knees through center. Let them drop the opposite way. Let gravity dictate where they land. And with an exhale, just allow yourself to invite that release in. As you inhale, slowly bring the knees through center. Give yourself another little hug, just squeeze it in. And then coming into a shape that you can comfortably relax in. So maybe that means lengthening your legs out long onto the mat. Maybe some of us, our knees are bent and the knees are dropping in. Either resting the hands out to the sides or onto the front of your body. Take a moment to organize your body just to get a little more comfortable. Closing your eyes if you haven't done so already. Take a deep breath in right into your belly. And a big sigh. Feeling your body in contact with the mat. And with each exhale, becoming a little heavier, a little more at ease. Bringing your attention to the top of the head. Feeling that space soften and relax. And then feeling that trickle down across your forehead, down to the temples, the jaw. Releasing through the back of the head, the neck. Down over the mouth, the chin, the throat. With each exhale, softening and releasing into both shoulders. And then feel that travel down through the arms, elbows, forearms, wrists. Continuing down to both thumbs. And through both hands all the way to your fingertips. Release across your collarbones. All around your rib cage. Down to your abdomen. And then feeling that wrap around, release and allow the lower back to be heavy. Allow the hips to be heavy and supported by the mat. And as you release into both hips, feel that travel down the thighs, to the knees, lower leg, ankles, soles of the feet. Release the tops of the feet all the way to the tips of your toes. Consciously bringing this physical body to rest. And then just allowing your mind to rest its attention onto your breathing. Noticing the sensations of the inhales and the exhales. I'm going to leave you here today to relax for as long as you need to before bed. Thank you so much for joining me for this class today. I really hope you enjoyed it. And thank you once again to YOGAFLO for supporting this class.